Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for attending our Q4 updates from 888 VoIP and Yealink. We're going to go ahead and get started. My name is John Zader. I'm the Director of Sales and Business Development here at 888 VoIP. I also have Tyler Chen and Julian Zhu from Yealink, and they will be participating a little bit further throughout this presentation. Thanks again for joining us. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your day. So to get started, I know many of you have worked with 888 VoIP in the past, but for those of you who haven't, I'd like to give you a high level of 888 VoIP, who we are and what we do. So Yealink, or 888 VoIP, is a platinum Yealink distributor, and we have been for 9 consecutive years. In order to become a Yealink platinum distributor, it takes a lot of effort from a inventory management perspective, support management perspective, and partner perspective. So we really focus on working directly with our partners and help supporting the Yealink product. We also offer same-day shipping on any orders that are placed before 4 p.m., in which we have inventory ready and available to ship. We also have our East Coast and our West Coast warehouses. So we have a Buffalo location as well as a Reno, Nevada location. Both are fully stocked. Both have shipping and support teams as well as sales support for both locations. So we really can cover everything from 8 a.m. Eastern all the way till 8 p.m. Eastern time as well. We do offer full cycle logistics, and we do help support a lot of the partners from a full cycle logistics program. So we start from everything from the beginning quote to maybe some pre-sales engineering, all the way through order placement and delivery and post-sale support. All of our partners have access to our Partner Advantage program. And what our Partner Advantage program does is really help support your business, and we can help you with your logistics piece. So you guys can go and do what you do best, and that's sell your services. And we can help you with the product logistics and make sure that your product arrives and is ready to go when it gets to your customer location. We've been very busy over the past 6 months, so we do have a lot of exciting updates from 888 VoIP, and hopefully you've seen some of those changes. We've actually gone through a complete back-end partner portal relaunch. So as of September 27th, we have launched our new partner portal. So if you guys have not been in to check it out, please do so. Please get logged in. We've added a lot of features and functionality through our partner portal now, and it's far better customer experience going forward. We are also doing many upgrades and product additions to that partner portal. So as you go through the partner portal, every day you're going to see new features and products being added. If you guys do have any updates or feedback, please feel free to reach out to your sales rep or even myself in order to provide that detail, and we'll see if we can get that implemented. Recently, we've also added additional sales team members who have a wealth of experience with both the Yealink product and voice over IP experience in general. We're super excited about those additions, and they're really enhancing our sales team. We've also created an advanced solutions team, which is going to be focused on some of the advanced solutions you guys may be offering. Some of those solutions we're going to talk about today, which include video conferencing solutions, both Microsoft Teams, Zoom, and BYOD, which is bring your own platform, essentially. We've also added a chief marketing officer. So our marketing team has been revamped, and this is going to allow us to be far better at some of the marketing solutions and marketing activities that we've been doing. So please make sure that you guys are following us on all social media platforms, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook, to stay up to date with all of the great things that we're doing in the next year or two. Also, as part of our development roadmap, we are going to be revamping our API, and that will be coming out towards the end of Q4. So we're going to have a revamped API as well. So moving forward, we're going to talk about some of the updates that Yealink products have coming out in Q4. Today we're going to talk about the Dect single cell solution, the T58W desk phone, the new conference phones, and then Julian will talk about some of the cordless headset firmware updates and what those solutions have to offer. And then Tyler will take us through and talk about the BYOD video conferencing solutions. So to get started, we're going to talk about the Dect single cell solution. The W70B is a new base station that is now available, and that will replace the W60B. As you can see, there are going to be new packages coming out. So you're going to have a W73P, which will include the W70B base station and the W73 handset. The W76P will include the W70B base station and the W56H handset. And then the W79P will be a new package that includes both the W70B base station and the W59R handset. All of these products are sold in a package form, and you can also purchase these individually. So if you have a base station and need additional handsets, you can purchase the additional handsets individually. So what's new with the W70B? It does have a better chipset performance as well as better sound quality with Yealink's self-developed codec. It does support up to 10 handsets and 10 accounts, and that enables 20 concurrent calls. Wideband feature supports 5 active handsets. The narrowband supports 10 active handsets. There are firmware updates that can occur during a call over the background. There is BLF functionality with T54W and DD10K, so you can pair those with the T5 series. New web portal, and there is a signal that is improved that can adapt to more complex deployment environments, such as manufacturing locations and warehouse locations, and that increases the range by more than 10% than what the current W60B offers today. So the advantage functionality of the W70B, it does include a stronger performance. It's got clearer audio experience. It's got a more convenient web management. It does include some more features, and it adds additional handsets and calls to the functionality. So it's got a stronger performance compared to the W60B. The W73H handset, it does have a new handset design. It does include a brand new user interface experience, and it's more modern for business functionality. It does have an upgraded hardware for microphones and speakers. It does support background noise cancellation. It supports performance and algorithm optimized to improve the response speed of the handset, so the audio is going to be clear. The battery capacity is going to be increased, and there is an enhanced ruggedized spring-loaded belt clip that will be included with the device. So the advantage functionality of the W73H handset does include the new design, clear audio quality, has double battery life, and it does have an improved performance overall. So let's talk about the new design of the W73H handset. It is lighter and thinner in design, and it's moderately sized to grasp easier. It does have an immersive user interface style, so it's simpler and more modern style compared to its previous handset. The spring-loaded belt clip is more functional. There is a larger keypad space in between the buttons to make easier calls. And the OK button with the CD pattern is textured to make it easier to find on the device. The communication experience improvement. The audio quality of the hardware and the software is going to be far better than the current model today. It is going to give you a louder experience. So as you can see, the signal strength on the models is going to be far better with the newer handsets. It's also going to have a clearer audio quality. It's got an HD sound quality with the additional codecs. It does support hearing aid compatible. It is hearing aid compatible now. And it does support the noise cancellation, so noise reduction algorithm, which can effectively reduce the steady state noise in the environment, such as keyboard knocks, fan sounds, etc. So if you're in a warehouse or a manufacturing location, it is going to do some of that noise cancellation. It is a more stable device as well. The call quality is more stable during the mobile calls, and the call delay is going to be far shorter. So that is the new update for the Dect single cell solution. Now we're going to move on to the T58W desk phone. So the migration strategy for the T58 will be the T58A, which is the current model. It's going to be upgraded into the T58W and T58W Pro. So as you can see, there are some differences between these two models, and we'll talk about that a bit further. These do come in two variations, one with the camera and one without. So here's a comparison chart between the T58A and the T58W. This is the version that supports the camera. But as you can see, the differences of the two different sets. The T58W has a corded RJ9 handset. The T58W Pro has a Bluetooth handset. All of these devices run on Android. However, the T58W will now run on Android 9. The T58W is also going to support a new user interface. The camera is going to be the same, so the Cam 50 will be supported on the new T58W. And for a hall switch, the T58W is now going to support the hall switch rather than the reed switch. As you can see with some of the newer models that Yealink is deploying, the hall switch is now becoming more prominent than the reed switch. So when you go to look at some of the newer models, there's not going to be an actual switch on the handset. It's going to be a hall switch, which is more of a magnetic switch. And the T58W will now support a larger RAM. So as you can see, quick overview, the T58W Pro is going to support a wireless handset. It does run on Android 9.0. It does have a new user interface. It will support a 5 megapixel camera, and it supports now the hall switch. First highlight of the T58W will be this wireless handset. So the BTH58 is a wireless handset that can actually be operated using the T58W Pro or the MP58-WH, which is the Microsoft phone. It does support Bluetooth 5.0. It does have a Bluetooth sampling rate of 16K. The communication distance is accessible up to 10 meters, which is about 30 feet. It does support an HD speaker and an HD microphone. On the handset itself, it does have a pickup and hang up button. It also has a volume control button, as well as a mute button. It has a standby time of 46 hours and a talk time of 17 hours. It takes about 2.5 hours for charging. And again, this does work on the T58W Pro and the MP58 wireless handset. The highlight too of the T58W will be the new user interface. As you can see, it's a cleaned up interface, far easier to use. It does have a newer dial pad, and it does reduce the possibility of a misdial with the updated history of the user interface. Next, we're going to go and talk about the updated conference phones. So today we're going to talk about the CP925, the CP965, and then the CP935W. Today we're going to talk about the switch strategy for the conference phones as well. CP920 is going to be the CP925 now. The CP960 will be the CP965. And we'll talk about the CP925 overview. It does have a stylish design. It has a 4-inch multi-touch color screen. It does support now a Bluetooth wireless expansion mic, and it does have an enhanced sound quality. So for the CP925, it will now be released with a 4-inch color touchscreen. The UI is going to be far more intuitive than the CP920. You will be able to initiate a meeting with one click going forward. It also supports a new DSS key page in which workers can work more efficiently by using a direct station selection right from the menu. So the second highlight of the CP925 is going to be the Bluetooth wireless expansion microphone. So the CP925 will now support one Bluetooth wireless expansion mic, and that's the CPW25. The maximum connection is going to be about 10 meters, which is about 30 feet. The sound pickup radius is going to be about 3 meters, which is about 9 feet. It will have one built-in microphone in the CP25 for the sound pickup. And in this use case, different teams need to work together, and the number of participants is increasing, and it is necessary to use a CPW25 to expand the sound pickup range to ensure everybody can be heard clearly in a conference room. So as you can see, with the Bluetooth wireless expansion microphone, CPW25, it is supported on the CP925 going forward. The CP920 does not support an expansion mic. So with the CP925, it does have enhanced sound quality. So it does adopt a Yealink far-field sound pickup technology, which greatly improved the far-field sound pickup ability. It does support 360 omnidirectional sound pickup to make sure that no matter which angle the sound comes from, it can be picked up clearly. It does have 6 microphone array for voice pickup and 1 microphone array for sound cancellation. And it's equipped with an audio algorithm a full duplex. So even if there are many participants, everyone can be heard clearly. With the Yealink noise-proof technology, background noise can be filtered out now, allowing the attendees to focus on the meeting rather than the background noise. Here's a comparison chart for the CP925 with the CP920. CP925 is a more powerful CP920 in appearance, the 4-inch color screen, Bluetooth wireless expansion module, and it does support Wi-Fi and audio technology. It does support Wi-Fi 2.4 and 5 gig in this device. It does have the additional mics for the sound pickup and the noise cancellation. Next, we'll talk about the CP920 or 965 and its overview. It does have a new stylish design. Almost looks the same as the CP925, however, it is a little bigger. It's a little more powerful, and it's wrapped with the acoustic fabric. So the CP965 is going to be oil, water, and stain-proof as well. The CP965 screen is going to be a little bigger than the CP925s with a 5-inch screen. And the UI is going to be very intuitive as well, so new user interface. The CP965 is going to support the Dect wireless expansion microphones as well. So the CP965 can support up to 2 Dect wireless expansion mics. And the Dect wireless microphone is going to be upgraded compared to the older one as well. So with the CP965, the first highlight is going to be the appearance upgrade. So as you can see, it does include a black acoustic fiber fabric, which supports crystal clear audio and is resistant to water, oil, and stains. It does have a wrapped microphone with black acoustic fabric, which is sleek and functional. It's got an ultra thin body, low profile style, and ingeniously hidden wireless wiring slot, which allows for a modern ultra clean conference room experience. So it is a bit thinner than the CP960, as well as 20% thinner than the Poly Trio unit. So next we're going to talk about the 5-inch color screen and new UI. So this is based on Android 9.0. So the user interface is going to be intuitive and convenient. We put the less commonly used software into the More key at the bottom, which allows the homepage to be a little more concise with the features that are typically used. And now users can initiate a meeting with one click. So zero learning costs and improve work efficiency with setting up conference calls. The third highlight of the CP965 is going to be the Dect wireless expansion microphone. So the CP965 will now support 2 Dect wireless expansion mics, and these are the CPW65. The maximum connection distance between the Dect microphone and the CP965 is going to be 20 meters, which is flexible and supports medium to large conference rooms. The sound pickup radius is going to be approximately 3 meters, and you can expand the sound pickup range while still keeping the table clean. So you can add the additional mics without having to add additional cables. The CPW65 is now going to include 3 built-in microphones for additional sound pickup. So compared to its predecessor, the CPW90, where that particular expansion mic only included 1 microphone. So as you can see, you're going to have more built-in microphones compared to the CPW90.
I have a quick question. Is the CP965 wireless or is it hardwired to the Ethernet?
It can be either.
Thank you.
Next, we'll talk about the CP965 highlights. So the next highlight is the luxury audio lineup. This is going to include the Yealink far-field sound pickup technology, which greatly improved the far-field sound pickup ability. 360 omnidirectional sound pickup to make sure that no matter which angle the sound comes from, it can be picked up very clearly. The CP965 has 12 microphone array for the voice pickup and 1 microphone array for noise cancellation, almost double of the CP925. And it's equipped with more powerful audio algorithm, full duplex, and even if there are many participants, everyone can be heard very clearly. It does include the Yealink noise-proof technology, so background noise can be filtered out, allowing attendees to focus on the meeting and not the background noise. So compared to the CP960, it's got far more, almost 4 times more microphone pickup than the CP960. As you can see here, here's a comparison chart to the CP960. The CP965 does come with a wrapped acoustic fiber. It is based on Android 9.0. Does support wireless mics, which is the CPW65. It supports additional N-way conferencing, so up to 10. Does have the 12 mics for sound pickup and 1 mic for noise cancellation. And it also includes the Yealink far-field sound pickup technology going forward as well. And finally, we're going to talk about the CP935W, which is the wireless conference phone. The CP935W is a wireless conference phone like the CP930W. However, it upgrades in several different aspects. First, its new appearance. It's going to be wrapped by acoustic fabric, just like the CP925 and the CP965. It now has a 4-inch color touchscreen and a new user interface to increase the user adoption. It does have a Wi-Fi and a Dect mode, which is switchable, which means a Dect base station is not a must-have for this device. A CP930W can connect to a Wi-Fi router to achieve wireless as well. This also will support 1 Bluetooth wireless microphone, while the CP930 doesn't support wired or wireless expansion mics. And it does have an enhanced sound quality to provide better conference room experience. So here's a comparison chart for the CP935W and the CP930. It does have a larger color touchscreen. Now it is a Dect or Wi-Fi mode switchable. It does support an additional mic. It does support Wi-Fi 2.4 gig and 5 gig. It does have a Yealink far-field sound pickup technology. And it does have additional mics for sound pickup. And it also includes 1 mic for noise cancellation. And it does have that built-in battery like the CP930. So here is a comparison chart to all 4 of the new models of conference phones that will be coming out. Gives a great overview of if the device is Dect capable, Wi-Fi capable, the screen size, the built-in microphones, whether it's Bluetooth or Wi-Fi capable, the N-way conferencing. So this is a very nice comparison chart that we'll share with everyone. Next, we'll talk about the Bluetooth and Dect wireless expansion mics for the CP925 and the CP965. The Bluetooth device is going to be the CPW25, supports the 10 meters, also supports the sound pickup range of 3 meters, and the talk time is 10 hours, standby time is 264 hours, and this is a one built-in microphone on this device. For the Dect wireless expansion, CPW65 supports more Dect quality, so it supports a larger connection distance of up to 20 meters. Sound pickup is still that 3 meter. The standby time is approximately 30 hours, or talk time is approximately 30 hours. Standby time is about 490 hours. 3 built-in microphones to this device. So finally, CP925, 965, and CP or T58W go-to-market timeline. We do have these products on order, and they are coming in as fast as we can get them. Right now, estimated time really is the November-December timeframe, but these products will be available very, very soon, and we'll be able to get you pricing as soon as that becomes available. Next, I'm going to turn over to Julian, who is going to talk about the Cordless Headsets firmware update.
Thank you,
Julian?
John. Yeah. Hello? You hear me? Okay.
Yes. Go ahead, Julian.
Okay, good. Hello, everyone. This is Julian from Yealink. Thank you for joining the webinar today. Business headset is our go-to strategic product line alongside our SIP and Teams endpoints. So recently, we updated the firmware version of our cordless headset, the WH series. So we fixed some issues that our partners raised with us in order to provide a better user experience. We also optimized some features that already existed. So you can find the details in the link we provide in the slides. Okay. So with the 100% compatibility and no EHS adapter, so easy to use functionality with our T4 and T5 series desk phone. Our cordless headsets are also compatible with many soft phone vendors in the market. So for example, if you're using 3CX as your soft switch, so you may know that 3CX will soon launch the V18 version pretty soon. So in the V18, they will also announce the compatibility with our cordless headsets. So we know that many of our partners are not selling the headsets to the end users because you may feel if the headset has some issue, it's really troublesome to handle. So Yealink, we are able to troubleshoot the headsets directly. So if your customer has technical issues or RMA issues, you can put them directly in contact with us to handle the problem. So we believe by doing so, it will ease our partners' responsibility in troubleshooting the headsets. So that's by selling the cordless headset will double your profitability on selling the endpoints, right? So if you have not tried, our headset alongside our desk phones, please, we recommend you to get a demo So you can apply the demo directly to Yealink or through your representative at 888 VoIP.
Thank you, Julian.
Yep, no problem.
All right. Next, we'll hand it off to Tyler, who will talk about the Yealink video conferencing solution. Go ahead, Tyler.
All right. Thanks, John, for the introduction, and also Julian for the headset part right there. So hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and thank you for your time for attending this webinar from 888 VoIP and Yealink. So previously, we kind of just talked about, the desk phone, and also John spent a great time on explaining new introduction of the CP phone, the CP 935, the CP 965, and stuff like that. But you may also be wondering what's going on in the conferencing solutions nowadays in the market right there, given the pandemic situations. So today I will walk you through in terms of what kind of solutions that Yealink provided to our customers, specifically on the BYOD solutions out there. Because previously, as you guys may know, that Yealink is a strategic partner for both Teams and Microsoft Teams and Zoom. But then we also realized that a lot of our customers are requesting for a solution that is platform free, that you can join either Teams, you can join Zoom, you can join WebEx, and any type of platform that you wish to do it, like 3C, even 3CX and stuff like that. So today I will have a quick run through on what we have on the BYOD solutions. So when we kind of get into this slide here, you can definitely see that, hey, here is the CP960 with a pair of CPW90 wireless Dect phone right there. It is a fabulous device with conferencing phone with 360-degree voice pickup, Android operating systems with a 5-inch touchscreen operations systems right there. It is fabulous, right? But what's going on in today's video conferencing markets? Because given the pandemic situations, customers require a lot more in a conferencing room solutions right there. So when we kind of ask ourselves the questions, what's missing for a perfect conference? That is it. With solutions like the CP960, it is lacking of visual and video conference right there. So today I wanted to kind of run through what's going on in the video conferencing category that could be a supplementary offerings for our mutual customers here, which is you guys been here today, and that could be also be a supplementary to the CP phone, other than the substitutions right there. So if we kind of move on to the next slide before we kind of talked about the market and overall, I kind of have like a few questions that I would like to ask you guys. And as you guys may know that today we will have a lucky draw sessions right there. So I kind of have a few questions right there. So if you feel like, hey, you're more of the answer number 1 or 2, type it on the chat box right there. And at the end of this webinar, we will contact you with sending out these UVC20 webcams right there. So here's a little interactive questions right there. So if you have ever sold a CP phone, ever, like either the CP920, the 960, please type 1 on the chat box right there. And if you have not, type 2 right there. And then the second questions could be, if you have ever sold any of the CP phone right there, would that be more of the smaller conference room, or would that be more of a medium to a large room scenarios? Feel free to just type that questions right there, as we're very, very keen to understand if you have ever encountered any scenario by selling these solutions to whom and to what customers. And we will contact the winners at the end of this webinar. And so the reason why I asked these questions, that is, I also wanted to reflect like a general market, opportunities as a background. So if we try to move on to the next slide, and then we will definitely see in today's meeting room market, there's 60 millions of market meeting room opportunities right there. That means 60 million room opportunities with only 6% penetration rate, meaning that there's still 94% of the market opportunities for us to catch up right there. That includes customers who sell the CP phone, the conference phone, like as in traditions, but that also has a large opportunities where you can sell the video conferencing solutions with more holistic experience nowadays. And when you kind of look into the pictures on the left-hand side and also the right-hand side, you will figure out that the majority of the opportunities lands into the small to medium rooms, as 53.8 millions of the market opportunities are in around these room sizes, whereas there's only 6.2 millions on the large room scenario. So today, overall, I kind of wanted to introduce one solutions overall to you guys to kind of have a general understanding of why previously I'm selling the CP phone solutions. Why would it be worth it to take a look at the video conferencing solutions here at Yealink? So if we kind of move on to the next slide, right there, it kind of gives you a general understanding of what we have had in terms of our BYOD solutions right there. So next slide, please. Yep. So previously we kind of talked about that the market opportunity was 53.8 millions of the market opportunities are around the small room scenarios, and then it lands into that small room environment. So we think that our solutions as what we call the UVC40 BYOD all-in-one bar could be a perfect solution in that kind of scenarios. So. And if we kind of narrow it down into the North America market specifically, we will figure out that there's 9.4 millions of the market opportunities right there. So as you can see, Yealink provides a full range of video conferencing solutions, starting from the huddle room spaces up to medium and extra large meeting rooms right there. But we don't want you. Today's topic is not really to confuse you by saying, hey, you wanted to understand the small, the medium, the large. What I wanted to really focusing on is the small room solutions, which is the UVC40 meeting kits right there, as sitting in the middle of the slides right there. So as you can see, what has been different between the huddle solutions and the medium to the large, it is an all-in-one bar right there. It is plug and play, just as if you have ever sold any of the Yealink desk phone or the CP960 conference phone. We don't want that to be a burden for you to sell that extra solutions. It is fairly easy if you sell a desk phone, plug and play, customer can use it easy as if you sell a phone. And if we kind of wanted to look into some advantages of the UVC40, we also prepare some key unique selling points for you to have a quick glance. So next slide, please.
Quick question. It came out in our chat, and does the UVC 20 support Windows Hello? And do you know?
UVC 20, no. Currently, this is under the development with Microsoft. So every solutions right here we have had here is more integrated with the Microsoft Teams room applications right there. But I'm pretty sure that we wish to have some integrations and development with Windows overall, especially with the Windows 11 recent launch of the Windows 11, where I believe it will support the Hello, that face recognition very soon. But I have to figure it out. I'll come back to these questions later on. Right. So if you kind of look into the UVC40 BYOD solutions right there, all in one bar, there's no accessories here and there for you to kind of consider, how do I sell that solutions? I wanted to point out a few key advantages of these solutions or bundle solutions right there. It comes with AI features such as auto framing and speaker trackings. So when you're in the meeting rooms right there, you definitely don't want it to use the remote control to control the cameras left and right, up and down. You want the technology itself to solve the problem for your customers. So imagine if you have 4 or 5 people sitting in one rooms right there, that speaker tracking features is really handy when someone wanted to speak and pause and then hand it over to the next presenter to speak. And the camera itself will just adjust and move according to the presenters and the speakers right there. And also with these solutions right there, it also supports multi-purpose meetings, not just for the remote meetings, but also for local meetings in terms of content sharing. You can carry HDMI cables, plug it into your laptop, and then present it to your TV straight away. Easy as that. And also high compatibility is also one of its unique selling points, because back in the day when I talked about that, Yealink is a strategic partner for both Microsoft Teams and Zoom. But then a lot of the customers wanted to understand, hey, what if I wanted to use 3CX? What if I wanted to use Cisco WebEx and stuff like that? So one of the advantage of the BYOD solution, it supports all platforms as long as whatever apps that's been installed into your laptop. So that's kind of the definition of BYOD, as in bring your own devices, bring your own laptops into the meeting rooms right there, plug it in using a single HDMI cables right there, and then you can start whatever meeting you want it to start. And then last but not least it is fairly simple to deploy solutions like this one. Like I said, it's plug and play. There's only 2 or 3 cables where you have to plug it into the power socket and then connect that to your laptop to start meetings. And one thing I really wanted to emphasize is that not many vendors are providing cables for free. But here at Yealink, we think that a lot of cables are necessary, like the HDMI cables, like the USB cables right there. So when you unbox these solutions for the customers, these necessary cables are already part of the solutions, and when you unbox our solutions, other than your customer have to come back to you and say, hey, where do I have to source the Cat5e cable? Where should I source the HDMI cable? So that again ease the concern on selling these solutions to your customers at the end of the day. And then if we move on to the next slide, I also wanted to share some great features about audio options right there, because there's no one single standardized offering to your customers, demand. I'll say the UVC40 all-in-one bar there has a perfect pickup sound for the small room scenario, but when it comes to medium to large, where customers still prefer the all-in-one design, but wanted to extend audio options right there, here at Yealink we have more options. As you can see, we have the CP-W90 wireless DAC microphones, as if you can use it for the CP960 conference room right there. It is also available for the UVC40 and also the area microphone, the BCM34, and the ceiling microphones right there. And then here at Yealink and also both at 888 VoIP, we have a full team of professionals that is available for you if you do have a customer need a little more consultation in terms of how do I find out the perfect solutions in terms of microphones. We are the one here to help you guys to figure out the best solutions right there. And then next slide, please. And also last but not least, we wanted to care about price. Previously, I guess a lot of us might be wondering, what's the cost of that UVC40? By adding a cameras right there, it must be somewhat more expensive than the CP960 then. But here at Yealink, we wanted to produce something as what we call the cost-effective solutions right there. And then also we treat CP phone and the UVC40 conference units right there. We treat them as a supplementary units other than as substitutions. It doesn't necessarily means that you will now sell UVC40 but not a CP phone. It's not just that. It's more of providing extended product lines for you that is available for your customer who is really looking into the visualized or the video conference categories right there. And when we talked about price, when we talked about list price right there, as you can see, the CP960 list price is about $899. With our UVC40 conference phone that not only provide you a fantastic audio pickup range and sound qualities, but also a cameras right there. It is only $839, which is slightly even more price friendly than the CP960. We thought that this could be a very cost effective solutions at the end of the day to the customers right there. And we think that this solution, when you offer these solutions based on what you have with the Yealink desk phone, with the Yealink CP phone, these could definitely be very powerful additions to your current business line card right there. When the customer is looking into, hey, I wanted to go for the conference room phone solutions, but what do you have? And you can now say, hey, we do have the UVC40 and stuff like that. And then today after I speak so much about the UVC40 BYD solutions right there, there's no way that I can convince you to embrace these solutions without trying that. So I'm very excited to introduce a sales program that we recently run with 888 VoIP specifically. So if we move on to the next slide, we are currently run new partner recruitments. So I believe that a lot of our customers today here that have tried out the T5 series, the CP phone series, but not really getting into the conference phone scenarios. So if you haven't ever used any of the Yealink video conferencing solutions, then today you will be qualified for purchasing either one of the UVC40 at $199 or one piece of UVC40 BYOD at $249. So this is a fairly cheap price-friendly offerings for proof of concept. So we want you to really pay a little bit and really try and test out the functionality of the device right there and see if it really fits into your business model and product offerings and stuff like that. So if you're interested into getting one of these, make sure you contact team at 888VoIP.com, which is TEAN at 888VoIP.com, or simply tag me through Tyler at Yealink.com for more information about these sales programs. Right. So this is pretty much that I wanted to present today for the video conferencing bit right there, and hopefully that gives you guys like additional solutions based on top of your current desk phone offerings with Yealink, and we hope that we can drive this business together further in the future.
Great. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Julian, for joining us. I'm just looking at some of the chat questions or whatnot, but this will conclude the actual presentation. Does anyone have any questions? If so, you can type in a question into the chat box, or you can raise your hand and I can unmute you.
We have one question in the chat box right now. Can we clarify, is the UVC40 a SIP endpoint and the UVC40 BYOD not SIP, but requires a PC connected to USB?
Well, so I'm happy to take that question. So there's really no variance between the UVC40 and UVC40 BYOD. Just that the one ending with BYOD comes with the USB hubs right there that provides you more compatibility in terms of connectivities. So there's more HDMI port, USB port, and stuff like that that can really use that you can really plug it into a USB-C type laptop and stuff like that. But other than that, both UVC40 and UVC40 BYOD are both BYOD solutions. It's just that the one comes with like a little hub. Let's say if you have an Apple MacBook, everything is a USB-C port right there. But if you wanted to extend that into more connectivities, then you should definitely choose the UVC40 BYOD over the UVC40. But in terms of functionalities, compatibilities, both are supported protocols, Zoom videos, Teams videos, and any other types of videos as you wish. Hope that answers your questions there.
And there's another one. Does Yealink have any Wi-Fi headsets in the works, or handsets in the works?
Okay.
Julian, would you like to take that question?
Yeah. No, we don't have Wi-Fi handset in our roadmap for now. Thank you.
Okay. And then back to the beginning, do any of the cordless headsets support XML browser functionality?
The headsets?
Do any of the new cordless, I think they're the handsets, support XML browser functionality?
Yes. Yeah, like for example, so right now the T58A do have a browser which is installed already. So the upgrade T58W will have that feature still exist.
Outstanding. And we'll put all these questions and answers in an email to wrap this up, just so that everybody gets all these answers. Any other questions?
Well, great. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time and your attention today. On the screen right now is my contact information. If you do have any questions, concerns, feel free to reach out to me anytime. My email address and my direct line is listed there. You can also reach out to our sales team at team, TEAM, at 888VoIP.com for any quotes or pre-sales engineering questions that you may have as well. This will conclude the presentation today. Thank you again for joining, and have a great day.